Looking at the Honorable Minister's statement and looking at the budget, I think that our government does not love this country. They do not have the feeling to nurture our children in this country. Honorable Speaker, $6 billion in salaries alone, not in administrative cost.
Is a House of Rep member, not in Nigeria, who is, crying because of the fact that they have increased her allowance. They have, just like in Nigeria here, they bought them cars worth hundreds of millions when their constituency people are dying of healthcare. There is no healthcare. There is no good roads. There is no even water for them to even drink in their constituency. But they are driving luxurious vehicles here and there. At the end of the day, they will buy sewing machine. They will go and dig one borehole, and that is it for the 4 years that they will be in office. Now, let's look at this critically. This lawmaker here is saying that she's ashamed of being part of that hallowed chamber because she cannot go back to her constituency, saying that her money has been moved from 600,000 to over 1 or 10 million. It doesn't make any sense. Now, let me not speak much. Hear from the horse's mouth. But by the way, this is not in Nigeria.
Looking at the Honorable Minister's statement and looking at the budget, I think that our government does not love this country. They do not have the feeling to nurture our children in this country. Honorable Speaker, $6 billion in salaries alone, not in administrative cost. Honorable Speaker, and we say we are a poor country. Honorable Speaker, the median age in this country is 19 years old. We should consider the life and the livelihood of our children. We should be investing in education. We should be investing in health rather than paying ourselves, feeding ourselves out of the poor people of this country. I will start with this August Assembly, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, to see the salary of the Honorable Speaker increased from 658 million to 658,000 to 1,560,000. I feel ashamed to call myself an honorable member, Honorable Speaker. I gave myself for service. I did not give myself for the poor people to feed me and my family, Honorable Speaker. When I saw this, I felt embarrassed. I did not want to come to this budget session because I said to myself, there is no need because we are just sharing the cake in our pockets, going home, feeding ourselves. Not only that, but to see the responsibility allowance, the residential allowance, the roving allowance, and all those for the representatives of the people. It is embarrassing for me to go back to my poor constituency and tell them that the meager resources of this country,
This is the kind of people we need in Nigeria. This is the kind of people we need. Even the Labour Party lawmakers that we had, that people say the Labour Party will change the narrative and all of that. Oh, hell no. Many of those Labour Party lawmakers, they ride on Peter Obi contesting for the president, and the election was held the same day, and that was how they got themselves in. They are also corrupt. They will not speak out. Even when they were buying them luxurious vehicles, did they know of them cough? We're not the ones standing there and singing on your mandate, we shall stand, when the president went to present the 2024 budget. For we to have a developed state and except our legislators, our legislative arm is separated from the executive and the judiciary as well, and we practice this complete checkmating the powers, the excesses of those arms, we will not go anywhere. And that is the reason why you see that Nigeria is being held back. And to the populace. We are not even doing the needful. We're supposed to make sure that we hold those people accountable, but we are abusing on social media. When we ought to rise up to say no to these people, we'll sit back and then we'll do nothing. Now, hear what Adams Oshomole said about the budget proposed by a correctional center and the army.
An unconvicted Nigerian who is presumed innocent in law. You feel that innocent who is presumed innocent with 750 naira a day at 250 naira per meal. And then a dog, which may be a Nigerian dog.
You can see for yourself. Now, the budget that is proposed, money for feeding of dogs is higher than money for the feeding of the inmates. Does that make any sense to you? To show you that, I don't know whether we take animal more, as a priority more in this country than even human being. Remember, during Buhari's government, we saw what happened when anything happened to any Fulani man or somebody rearing cattle. We saw what happened in Benue, in Nasarawa, in Kogi, and we saw what happened within the Middle Belt and all of that. And this is a reason because of the fact that somebody is in power and doesn't care about what the people feel. People will come because they will use their cattle and eat up your crops. And if you cough, if you say anything, if you chase them away, they will kill you. And if you retaliate, you will be punished and all of that. That happened for 8 good years. And here we are again. Look at the government. It is because Nigerians are not even ready. We are not serious people. And that is the reason why nothing good may come out of this country until we rise up and say, no, enough is enough. What do you think about this? But I believe that we know distant time, things will change. But then, how do we go about that? We go on the street and begin to shout and begin to create violence? Oh, hell no. But it's holding those people accountable. Maybe you're doing anything legitimately right in order to make sure that we are in the right path to a developed state. Hit the comment section. Please, let's be civil, no insults, and let us make our point clear. The politician no care about you. Remember that they are united in corrupting the country. And we, the people, are united in what? In division. So remember that when you are making your comments.